Hello, hello, and welcome to this week's Rebel Report. Thank you for joining me live and, of course, on the replay. Wherever you may be catching this broadcast, let me know you're here. Send your name, send a replay, send a smile, whatever you want to do, just so that I know you're here and I can send you some love and answer any questions that you might have about this week's forecast. Hey, Sarah, glad to hear that you got it. Good. All right, so my name is Cindy, for those of you who don't know me, and I am a quantum numerologist and wealth activator. What the heck does that mean? It means that I help you to understand first and foremost who you are, what you want, and how to get it. Sound good? So just like we can predict the weather and the stock market, we can also predict the energy that we will be experiencing in the time ahead. Everything is energy, so we can feel into that and predict what influences will be influenced by, like a better expression. So, hi, Alan. Nice to see you. So as we're diving into next week's forecast, this is for the week of October 19th. I didn't put the dates up here, but that's fine. For October 19th. The theme of that week is really about bringing in forgiveness, balance, and harmony. It's really about restoring harmony so that we can create what we want. We are smack dab in the middle of Mercury retrograde, and what's happening is we are being invited in to the clearing of karma that we may have been holding on to, that we may have stored in our bodies, and we're being invited to let it go. So this energy comes in and says it's time to release some of the attachments of the mind, see things from a larger perspective, and really allow for that clearing energy to happen. So often we go through life and we're just doing the things, and then we're complaining about so-and-so and bitter about this and resentful about that, and we continue to carry that energy with us. So Mercury retrograde comes along and says, what are you tolerating? And aren't you tired of tolerating it? And in order to release it, we must forgive. Now, if you're struggling with forgiveness or you don't know what forgiveness really is, I do invite you to grab the Negativity Detox, which is a free offering. It's a 5-day video series. You can grab that from my website, cindyvanornum.com. Just go there, click the Work With Me tab, and that Negativity Detox is there. And that will really help you this week to release and let go and clear some of that karma that you've been carrying around, because you do not need to carry it around. There is no need for anyone to feel negativity, resentment, bitterness, frustration, any of that. Now, as we're leaning into the week, we also want to make sure that we are seeing our relationships through the eyes of love and not fear. And I actually just had a conversation on Rebel Radio this morning with Vince Warnock from New Zealand, and he was talking about this story. He shared a story at the very end of the episode that really hit home, where he had a bully in high school, and this bully was quite mean to him, and then he moved to another school, and so the bully was gone. But in the time that he went to this other school, he learned martial arts because he didn't want to be a victim anymore. And then about a year later, the bully was transferred to this school, and so he thought he would just take care of business and deal with his bully by punching his bully. And after he punched his bully, he felt horrible. And it turned out that his bully had gone through incredible trauma at home, and he was unaware of it. And so in hitting his bully, he actually was doing more damage than good, which if you're hitting somebody, of course. But this gives us the perspective and gives us the opportunity to get really curious as to what's going on with other people. We don't know how people are perceiving their world, what's going on at home, what's happened in their childhood, what kind of karma they're carrying. And so this gives us permission, especially this week where communication is going to be a bit bumpy because of Mercury retrograde, to really feel into, I wonder what's really going on with this person. And I wonder if maybe there's some sort of underlying story that's causing them to not be able to communicate clearly, or maybe you're feeling frustrated by them. Can you see them from a different perspective? Can you get curious and ask yourself, I wonder what's actually going on? Look at those relationships through the eyes of love and not fear. We don't know what's going on in that person's world. So get curious and be compassionate towards the other people you are surrounded with. This whole week is about forgiveness, restoring harmony, practicing unconditional love, and landing into a sense of peace and ease and focusing on what you're creating. Don't focus on the past. Focus on where you're going. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want. When we are focused on what we don't want, we are creating what we don't want. So focus on what you want. If you catch yourself saying, I don't want to feel that, I don't want to experience that, stop. Rephrase it into, I would like to experience. I would like to experience my relationships with a sense of peace and ease. I would like to experience this relationship out of the eyes of love. I would like to experience wealth. I would like to experience a new apartment, whatever. What do you want? And ask for that. Don't ask for what you don't want. Okay, when we focus our attention where energy flows, or where attention goes, energy flows. So make sure that you're focusing in on what you want and be the keeper of your own heart. It is Mercury retrograde. Communication is going to be bumpy. If someone says something to you that makes you feel icky, be the keeper of your own heart. You are the only one who can make you feel icky. You get to choose. And if you don't like what someone says to you, practice forgiveness, love yourself anyway, and move on. I hope you have an amazing week. I love you. I believe in you, and I see your power. Bye for now.